This started here, and let's get it started over here. 7. Here it is. No. Here we go. Live. Yep. Start. Let's see, is that working? Yeah, we're working. It's working. All right, let's test some stuff here. Let's make sure that the YouTube is working. Test. Okay, OBS is working. Is that coming up on YouTube? Yep, looks good. All right, we're looking good. Right. Now, oh, look, we already got a couple of people joining us. Hey, everybody, we're going over some English Q&A today, ESL Q&A. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Thanks for joining us. And we're also going to be going over just some food idioms, food-related, eating-related idioms, just for fun, between questions. Okay, so as usual, my true preference is actually the questions. And like truly, that's what I think really is valuable for everybody or anybody watching. I just come up with like an idiom topic or something just so we can have something to talk about between the questions. There's Carrie's joined us. Hey there, Carrie. We got knowledgeable Chana and Penkaj. Well, welcome everybody. Let's see if anyone's watching on YouTube here. Nope, not yet. Maybe later. We'll see. So, starting things off, does anyone have any ESL questions? All right, that's the question. Does anyone have any questions? It's looking like not right now. So, we can just, oh, I should have refilled my coffee before I started streaming. I might have to do a little coffee run. But it's just right there to my refrigerator, so no big deal. Anyway, so let's talk a little bit about some food idioms then. Okay, so I think last time we went over like the big cheese, biting off more than you can chew, crying over spilled milk. I think we also discussed a tough cookie, that sort of thing. So how about we talk about having a full plate? All right, a full plate. What does that mean to have a full plate, right? So we're going to have it, right? This is something that you have to have. All right, so let's write this down. We got an idiomatic noun. All right, oh, I got to turn on my fan. Computer's getting hot. There we go. If anyone can hear the fan blowing on the audio, just let me know and I'll adjust it. But you shouldn't hear any wind blowing on the audio. I think I've positioned it so it won't happen. The name is Sai Chowdhury. Hey there, Sai Chowdhury. We're going over an idiomatic noun, the full plate. Right, having a full plate, right? You're going to have a full plate. That's supposed to say have. You're going to have a full plate. Hey, Akosh. Thanks for joining. He's one of my actual real students, too. If anybody has any ESL questions, you just let me know. Until then, we're going over the food idiom full plate, to have a full plate. If anyone wants to see what I'm writing or drawing or typing, you can watch on YouTube. You can find that in my link tree. Chowdhury says, "Hi, sir. How are you doing?" Pretty good. Yep. This is my first Saturday back from vacation in Mexico. Usually when I go to Mexico, it's for the dentist. But this time, it was for my friend's wedding. So I actually had a vacation and actually had some fun, which is unusual for me going to Mexico. Usually I'm going there to get tortured by the dentist or something, you know. Well, or not or something. That's the only reason, right? That's why I go to Mexico. Usually about twice a year. Yeesh. Oh, look like someone actually submitted a legit question. Full plate. Yeah, we're going over that. Yeah, we're going over it. Sure, yeah. So the full plate idiom. Yeah, if anyone wants to see what I'm actually writing or drawing here, you can watch on YouTube. Okay, so unfortunately I can't stream on the computer on Instagram. Don't know why. Just not allowed. So full plate, this is an idiomatic noun, right? So you're going to have a full plate. All right, now does anyone have any idea what that means or what that could mean? How was your trip? What did you do? Oh, the trip was great. We went to the Mayan ruins in Tulum. We swam in an underground, in a cave with water in it. It's called a cenote. Had some drinks, just kind of partied a little bit. Did the wedding. Yeah, everything was good. Yeah, we had a nice good time there. Other than that, we had a little swimming in the ocean. No big deal. Played some card games. I never did get a turn at chess. There was a nice chess table where we were staying. Everyone was taking turns on that one, but I never quite got around to playing anybody chess. Hey, Claudia. Thanks for coming. If you've got any ESL questions, you just let me know. So right now we're going over the idiomatic noun full plate. Hey there, Ohanian. If you've got any ESL questions, just let me know. We're going over the full plate right now. So what do we think this means, to have a full plate? Right? So this means, to have a lot of stuff or things to deal with or have it going on at the same time. You got a lot of things happening, a lot of things going on at the same time. You have a full plate. All right, so this just kind of means you're busy. All right? And we got a lot of things going on all at the same time. That's having a full plate. All right, so let's take a look at some examples, like how would we use this in a sentence. All right, let's type something down here. Again, on YouTube, if anyone wants to see what I'm typing or writing. Sorry, but I can't take on any more one-on-one students right now. I have a full plate. All right, that's not actually true. I could take on more one-on-one students right now. It's fine. It's just a example sentence. All right. So I'm saying, like, what do I mean by this? Like, I'm too busy to take on any new students, right? I don't have time for new students. Right? Not actually true, but I'm just saying that as an example. Busy in something, I think. Yes. And it kind of means like you're too busy, right? Like overly busy, right? So yeah, you have a full plate. I wish I could come on vacation with you, but I have a full plate at work right now, and I can't get away. Right? So some more types of examples there, right? I'm too busy with something else. I'm got a full plate at work. All right, let's take a look at that. And so if you want to see what I'm writing or typing here, you just need to watch on YouTube. That's all. Okay, so you can see all of this on YouTube. How do I switch this back around? There we go. Oh, looks like someone wants to join the video. Sure. We can go live with you here. Aoife, come on, join up. We'll give them a couple of minutes here. couple of seconds at least. There we go. How's it going? Can you hear me? Hey there, Aoife. Do you have any English questions? No? Okay. Well, if you don't have any questions, that's all right. Nice seeing you, though. And if no questions, then we'll just hang up. How do we do that? There we go. Okay, thanks for joining. Yeah, feel free to call in if you want. But, just, if you've got a question, or if you want to tell me something, whatever. It's all good. Or you can just type your question, whatever. Let's see if anybody's watching on YouTube. See if you got any action in here. No, not really. No, not really. That's fine. I'm a little disappointed, but that's all right. All right, so, having a full plate. All right, so that means you're kind of too busy with something. Here we got somebody with an example here. Every weekend ends up to be a full plate. I don't like it. Yeah, that's a good one. Nice example sentence, right? Ends up to be a full plate. Yeah, okay, sure, we can say that. Or like, we usually use the verb have, right? Like every weekend I have a full plate, blah blah blah, I don't like it. All right, something like that. Very good. So that just means you're busy every weekend, right? You're super busy, you've got a lot going on. Who else wants to try their own sentence using full plate? Let's try it out. Give you guys a few seconds, right? Mine, I made two. I said, sorry, but I can't take on any more one-on-one students. I have a full plate, right? I'm too busy. I have too many new students, right? I can't take on any more. That's not actually true. It's just an example, all right? I wish I could come on vacation with you, but I have a full plate at work. All right, so I don't have time to go on vacation because I'm too busy at work. Gratitude 1227 says, Hola, hablo inglés, pero aprendiendo español con tandem. She says, hello, I speak English, but I think pero means kind of like a but. Aprendiendo español con tandem. So she understands Spanish. I think what you're saying is like you speak English, but you kind of have to like translate it into Spanish in your head. Is that what you're saying there? I understand a little bit of Spanish, but my level isn't very high. Not very high. Sorry. Looks like we got another couple of questions submitted in here. Join. So someone's like, yeah, join the YouTube, right? Yeah. So thanks, Carrie. Yeah, thank you for helping me out with that. And then someone else has another question here. Let's delete that one. Here's one. Aoife says, I can't understand any English grammar. Tell me any suggestion. Well, okay. Yeah, okay. That's a big thing. Right? It's a big thing. You can't understand any English grammar. Want some suggestions, right? Well, I would suggest that you want to start with A1 grammar and move up from there. So sometimes people, they try to get into more of the like useful, more advanced grammar too fast. And it confuses them because they don't understand the language enough to effectively learn that more advanced or more useful grammar yet. All right, so I would recommend starting with the A1 level grammar. You can find this kind of stuff online, A1 level grammar. Also, this weekend we're launching our the full launch of our test launch. We have a $5 a month subscription service, and We're kind of doing developmental lesson series for A1, A2, B1, B2, and C1 language levels. And so the A1 series, we're going to start A1, Unit 1, Lesson 1, work our way all the way through the lesson. We're going to be learning grammar, reading, listening, speaking. We'll have some interaction in class. So, yeah, I mean, feel free to, again, it's on the link tree. It's called the trial subscription. Okay? It's $5 a month. You can do 2 hours of class per month, right? You sign up for the classes and the class times that you want. So that'll be one way. You can sign up for the A1 level class. That'll be on Mondays at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. So I don't know what your time zone is, but hopefully 8 a.m. Central Standard Time works for you. Okay. Let's see here. The name is Sai Chowdhury. You can promote your vid, create WhatsApp channel, which will be definitely helpful more around the world. I am from India. Yeah, I mean a WhatsApp channel. I don't know how to make a WhatsApp channel, but that's an interesting suggestion, Sai. I could maybe make some kind of WhatsApp channel for my students or for my followers, perhaps. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I do use WhatsApp. Yeah, I love WhatsApp. I think it's very good. It's a really nice app. That's an interesting idea. That's a very interesting suggestion, Chowdhury. Could you DM or private message me about that, or send me a direct message on Instagram here so I don't forget? I've got a full plate, right? I have a full plate all the time, so it's easy for me to forget some stuff. But yeah, coming up with a WhatsApp channel sounds pretty cool. I remember a few months ago, my wife was telling me I need to get a Google phone number, and I did get one so that I could set up a business WhatsApp. And I got the number, but I haven't set up the WhatsApp yet. Whoops. I got a little busy preparing, like making all the material for advertising and setting up the advertisements, learning how to run advertisements, all of that. I got a little bit cray-cray about all that. But that's an excellent idea, Sai Chowdhury. So message me about it. Send me a direct message about that. And if you know how to do it, maybe let me know how to do that. But sure, yeah, WhatsApp channel sounds great. Dang it, why did my ear itch? Here we go. Oh, Hill, we got someone new. Zilly, no, that's hard to say, sorry. Latest WhatsApp has developed channels for everyone. Okay, so that's like a new thing on WhatsApp. Cool. Hey everybody, we got a couple of new people watching right now. We're just going over some food idioms and like kind of eating idioms and talking about business and stuff. Aoife was saying that she has trouble understanding any grammar. So I'm kind of promoted my new $5 a month subscription. Yeah, you can join the class. We're gonna have classes from like basic A1 all the way up to C1 advanced, and then after the New Year's, we're gonna be launching business English and IELTS test prep lessons, and the same kind of variety. Okay. Paris says hi. Hey Paris, how's it going? Thanks for coming. Let's eliminate that question. We don't need it right now. There we go. Hey Joe. Thanks for coming. So if you guys have any ESL questions, you just let me know. I'd love to answer them. But for now, we're going over some idiomatic language too, right? We got full plate. And if you want to see what I'm writing and doing like on here, you can watch the same stream. I'm on multi-streaming on YouTube, right? We're streaming on YouTube at the same time. But with YouTube, I can share my screen and write stuff and do this sort of thing. On Instagram, I can't. Oh, that reminds me, I haven't checked the YouTube comments. Anyone watching? Anyone saying something? No, not really. That's okay. Fine. So we've gone over full plate for a little bit. Let's move on. Let's try a different idiom, shall we? Does anyone have any of their own idiom suggestions for food idioms or food-related idioms? I'll give you a few seconds to drop a suggestion if you've got one. All right. Has anyone heard of any of these? We went over like bite off more than you can chew, or crying over spilled milk. We went over those last time. What's another one that we went over last time? Let me think about this. A tough cookie, big cheese. I think we went over something being a piece of cake. All right. I like that one. A piece of cake. It's a piece of cake. So I'll give you guys another few seconds if you've got your own suggestions. I'd love to hear them. And then if you don't, that's also fine. I'll make my own suggestions. So let's make this text box. Let's make the text size. There we go. Give you guys a few more seconds if you've got any suggestions. Ow. Look, I cut my finger yesterday, or maybe it was the day before. Can't see it very clearly. I don't do very well with blood, and it was bleeding a lot. Your fingers always bleed a lot. Oof. I don't I don't like blood. I could never be a doctor or a nurse. Never, never, never. I get sick and lightheaded around blood. Okay, well, bring home the bacon. Right now, I know some of you guys are Muslim, or I think, do Jewish people eat pork? I don't think they do either. So, don't take this too literally, right? It doesn't have to be bacon, right? We can say, hey, bring home the chicken. All right, why not? That's okay. So if you bring home the bacon, what do you think that means? If you're the person that brings home the bacon, what is that? All right. What do we got? Or you can also be the quote-unquote breadwinner. Like, that's kind of equivalent. Bring home the bacon, be the breadwinner. All right, let's put that in the chat here on Insta. Bring home the bacon. Or to quote-unquote be the breadwinner. Wimmer, not Wimmer. I don't know what Wimmer is. Winner. Bring home the bacon, or to be the breadwinner. What do you think that means? Any ideas? Let's look on YouTube, see if anybody's messaging or watching. I don't think they are. All right. Yeah, there's one person watching. That's cool. That's cool. Maybe someday we'll get a bunch of other people watching. That would make me so happy. It's always a lot easier to stream when people are interacting, asking questions, giving examples. All right, gives me things to correct, to talk about. Gosh, I need some more coffee. I'm gonna have to get myself some more. No big deal. All right, I'll have to leave the YouTube for a moment, but I can take Instagram with me. All right, come on, people. It's coffee time. You can see my cold coffee setup. See this setup too. Look at this. Look at all these wires that are involved in streaming. Look at all this. I got so much stuff here. It's crazy. Yes. My cold brew coffee. Let's just get a little bit. We don't need a whole cup. Just a little more. Just a little something to get us through the live stream, right? Nothing wrong with that. I want some yogurt too. I'm a little hungry, but that's okay. Oh, it looks like someone submitted a legit question too. We'll take a look at that in a moment. We got Lorna. Thanks for coming, Lorna. If you have any ESL questions, you just let me know. We're taking a little coffee break here, just getting a little bit of the nectar of the gods, some people calls it. Let's wave it, Lorna. A little too sweet, but we'll live. Streaming in the darkness. Is that too dark? Can't tell. I guess that looks alright. Okay, I'm back. YouTube. Now I got a little more coffee. I can survive this thing. Let's see. Someone submitted a question on Instagram here. Bring home the bacon / be the breadwinner. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're talking about here. Yeah, it's not too dark. Okay, good. That's good. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. So, same thing, right? So what do we think that means? Does anybody have any ideas what it means to bring home the bacon or to be the breadwinner? What do we think? I'll give you guys a few seconds to think about it. I'm generous. This is reminding me that I need to find some way to delete some comment on my first try at the ad. To be a winner. You know, that makes sense. Yeah, to be a winner. Yeah, something like that. Sure. So, to bring home the bacon means to bring money home, right? Means to be the primary money maker or to bring money home to the family in particular, right? Like this is really about family stuff, right? To be the breadwinner, the quote-unquote breadwinner. Again, this means you are the primary person that makes money in the family. You are the person that provides the money for the bread, all right? So if you're bringing home the bacon, or if you are the breadwinner, then yeah, you're just the person who makes the money and stuff. So bring home the bacon. This is a phrasal verb. To be the breadwinner, this is an idiomatic noun. All right, so they're both idiomatic. One of them's a verb, one of them's a noun. Okay, so who brings home the bacon in your family? Who's the breadwinner in your family? Let's try this out, right? In the quote-unquote traditional American family, the father is expected to bring home the bacon. Or we can say it a different way. In the quote-unquote traditional American family, the father is expected to be the breadwinner, right? Nowadays, this could equally be the mom or the dad or both. You know, whatever. Like more often than not, I think it's both now. All right, so between me and my wife, neither one of us is the primary breadwinner, I wouldn't say. We're both bringing home the bacon. All right. So here we've got a couple of sentences that I tried out. Show you guys. So on Instagram, I have to show you like this. But if you watch on YouTube, then you can just see this, no problem. Okay. Let's try some of our own sentences for bring home the bacon or to be the breadwinner. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to try it out. Let's see, is anybody commenting on anything on YouTube? No, not really. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Once I finish my master's degree, then I'll really be bringing home the bacon, right? Then I'll really bring home the bacon, right? With masters, oh boy, oh boy, oh. Yashu, thanks for coming. Yashu, we're talking about bring home the bacon or being the breadwinner, right? That means If you're bringing home the bacon, that just means you're the primary moneymaker. You bring money home. Being the breadwinner means the same thing. You're the primary person that makes money. You're the one that buys the bread. All right, so you can try out your own sentence if you want. I'm giving you guys a couple of minutes. Try it out. We've got about 30 minutes of streaming time remaining. Hey there, MF66T. Thanks for coming. So, if you have any ESL questions, be sure to ask. I'd love to answer your questions too. That's really the primary purpose of the live stream. I just talk about some topical, idiomatic language, just to fill in the time between questions, if you have any. That's really my favorite, though. I love answering your questions. Because if you're asking questions, that means you're engaged in the learning process. And if you're engaged in the learning process, you're going to learn a lot more. That's what I'm all about. Okay? Bring home the bacon. Okay, it looks like nobody wants to try any sentences with that. That's fine. No big deal. Let's clear out that question here. Don't need it. Oh, here we go. Carrie's got, when my father was not happy these days, I can tell he has difficulty bringing home the bacon. Okay, pretty good. Now, when you start the sentence with when, kind of makes it seem as if you're going to be talking about the past. And you did say was not happy, right? So, again, the past. But these days, that's a time around now, right? So it doesn't fit very well there. Let's make some corrections, right? We can just say when my father was not happy, I, past tense still, could tell he had, still past tense, you want to keep in the tense, difficulty bringing home the bacon. So we want to, this is actually one of the top 3 most common grammatical errors that I see with advanced students. Tense agreement. All right, we want to have that tense agreement. We can kind of shift tenses within a sentence or within a complex structure, but you're typically going to stay within one area, right? You can shift from present simple to present continuous, or from past continuous to past simple, or whatever, as long as it's past to past, present to present. What we don't want to do is shift through past and present within one sentence back to back, right? Within the one sentence. Then it's typically a problem. Okay, so just got to be careful about that. So when my father was not happy, I could tell he had difficulty bringing home the bacon. Sure. What do we call that? Burnout? Maybe he was burned out or burnt out. Yep. Sure. Heck, I have difficulty bringing home the bacon even when I am happy. Right? You know. Oh, adulting isn't for the weak. That's for sure. And it's tough out here. Let's see if anybody's commenting on YouTube. Nope, talking about being tough. We're at nothing on YouTube. I really think that the streaming quality is better on YouTube. I'm surprised more people don't watch on there. But I don't know. Maybe later. Maybe they'll watch later. Whatever. Okay. Let's see here. Let's switch to another one. Let's get a different one. Or if anyone, we had a bring home the bacon example. If anyone has a breadwinner example, I'd be happy to see that too. Okay. But for now, let's just move on. So, nope, no questions posted anywhere, unfortunately. I love the questions. Bread and butter. All right, idiomatic noun. Something, right? So it's going to be something is, are, am, possessive, bread and butter. All right, bread and butter, right? So like What do we think? If something is your bread and butter, all right? Let's put that in the comments here, right? So we got something is your bread and butter. All right. So like teaching English online is my bread and butter. I'll type that here too, right? Teaching English online is my bread and butter. Oops. What does that mean if something is your bread and butter? Any ideas? We don't have a lot of people watching right now, so I'm not expecting a lot of ideas to come through either, but that's okay. Yeah, maybe they'll watch later. If you're watching later, if you're watching the recording, please, yeah, submit some comments, try your own sentences, try your own examples. I'll come back and I'll take a look at them. If you're having any issues, then I'll correct them and help you with that. If you're making mistakes, I'll help you learn from them. Okay, so don't be shy. I'm not trying to be mean if I'm correcting you. I'm just trying to help you learn something. Right? I am an English teacher. I'm an ESL teacher, so it's part of what I do. Corrections and correcting mistakes is my bread and butter. All right? Yeah, slip that one in. Whoa. So what does that mean if something's your bread and butter? Any ideas? I'll keep you, yeah, it's kind of like bringing home the bacon almost, right? It's kind of like being the breadwinner. Something is your bread and butter. What could that mean? I'll give you guys a few more seconds. Oh, that was a big one. Give you guys a few more seconds. Bread and butter, bread and butter. What's your bread and butter? Bread and butter. Any comments on YouTube? Nope. Nothing yet. Okay. So, if something is your quote-unquote bread and butter, that means it is the primary source of your income, right? So for me, that's my job, is teaching English online. Teaching English online is my primary source of income. All right, we've got the Airbnb as well, but that pays the mortgage, but it's not the primary source of my income. My primary source of income is teaching English. All right, so teaching English online is my bread and butter. I got a little bit of, I guess you could call it like food poisoning or dysentery in Mexico. So sometimes I have to run off to the bathroom. This might be one of those times. Okay, gosh, should I take the phone with me? Should I stream? I don't think so, right? But it's like I don't want to leave a big empty room. I'm just gonna wait for this to pass. Maybe it'll just pass me by. Yeah, we call it Montezuma's revenge if you get sick from kind of like the water in Mexico. Yeah, I'm gonna. Dang it. Yeah, sorry, I'm still a little bit sick, everybody. So give me a couple minutes. Whew, okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry. That's like the fourth, maybe the fifth time I've had to run off to the bathroom this morning. It's time for a little medicine here. Yeah. Still recovering from Mexico. All right. Don't brush your teeth with the water over there. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Deanna. Hey, Miss MDX. We were going over some idioms, right? But then I had to run off to the bathroom. Hey, Navab Koya. Hey, thanks for following. You start following me. Yeah, I gotta take some medicine here. Whew. Oh man. I was teaching a one-on-one class earlier. I had to start the class late because I was stuck in the bathroom. And then I had to go run to the bathroom 2 times in a 1-hour class. Oh, God. That's embarrassing, right? It's bad. But, yeah, I got a little bit poisoned, or I guess maybe it's some kind of dysentery. We call it Montezuma's revenge. When you get a little bit sick from Mexico, spend a bunch of time in the bathroom. Now, so if anybody has any questions, I'd love to hear them. But also, we're going over this idiom, bread and butter. Right? If something is your bread and butter, that means it's your main source of income, right? So teaching English online is my bread and butter. Okay, so who can try this out in a sentence, right? What's your bread and butter? How do you make your money, right? What's your primary source of income? Who's want to try a sentence for me? Oh, look, we got 5 people watching right now. Oh, that's nice. What's your bread and butter, right? So mine was teaching ESL online is my bread and butter. It's my primary source of income. Why don't you try your own sentence? Or you can ask a question. All right, that's also fine. How much of this can I drink in a day, I wonder? Doesn't really say. I don't know. I guess I'll just have some every once in a while. Here we go. It doesn't say. Okay, here we go. 2 doses every hour. Not so. I don't think I'll need that much of it. Bread and butter. Who wants to try one? If not, that's fine. Okay, that's totally fine. You don't have to do your own sentence, but I would encourage it. I do encourage it. You know, the coffee's probably not helping with my stomach problems. But I love coffee, right? I'm not going to give that up, even if I am a little bit sick. All right? Can't stop, won't stop. All righty. It looks like no one wants to give me any example sentences for bread and butter. That's okay. All right, that's fine. Let's move on. Let's talk about another one. So we're going over, idiomatic stuff for food idioms. But my real preference, what I really like more, is here we go. We got one. Job is my bread and butter for my family. Sure. Yeah, sure. We want to have maybe possessive there, like my job is my bread and butter for my family. Sure, why not? What do you do, Harminder? What do you do for work? What's your job? So me, of course, my job is my bread and butter too, all right? But everyone, that's true for everybody. So we want to be more specific. Teaching English online is my bread and butter. All right, a little bit more specific. How about you? my job is my bread and butter. Sure. Teaching English online, selling cars, right? Some people sell cars. Buying and selling cars is my bread and butter. Buying and selling, I don't know, stocks, some kind of stock trader or investor, that's my bread and butter. Whatever. All that's good. So yeah, you can try that out. Be a little bit more specific if you want. You don't have to. No big deal. All right, let's try another one. Let's get a different one going on here. So, we got, hey, there's Prince. Thanks for coming, Universal Prince. To be in a pickle. All right, kind of a food-related idiom here, right? So, to be in a pickle. Let's type that down for the YouTube audience. There's not one right now, but people often watch later. So, okay. Like, to be, quote-unquote, in a pickle. I am in a pickle. If you report me, I will be in a pickle. All right, to be in a pickle. Kind of weird. All right. What do you think that means if you're in a pickle? All right, we got to be, quote unquote, in a pickle. What's that mean? Who's got some ideas? I'll give you a few seconds. Write something down. Try something out. So what do you think that means if you're in a pickle, to be in a pickle? What is that? In trouble? Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, to be in trouble, in some kind of trouble. Absolutely. Yeah, that works. What else? Any other ideas? Yeah, to be in trouble. Makes sense. So to be in a pickle just means to be in a To be in a pickle just means you are in some kind of difficult situation. Right? So, okay, to be in hot water. Nice one, Navab. Absolutely. So being in hot water, that means you're in trouble. Right? That's trouble of some kind. All right, let's put that in actually. To be, quote unquote, in hot water. So to be in a pickle, this generally means to be in some kind of difficult situation in general, right? To be in hot water, I am late on my project, and so I'm in hot water with my boss, right? Or if I don't finish this project tonight, I will be in hot water at work, right? This means to be in trouble, right? So you're just in trouble. All right, I've joined on YouTube. Please read my comments there. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Let's see here. Where's the YouTube? Hey, James, I'm here. I'm in a pickle. I'm in hot water. I am in trouble. Yeah, sure. What's the difference between a fish out of water and to be in a pickle? That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. To be, quote unquote, a fish out of water. This means you are in an awkward situation. Something that you are not used to or not prepared for. All right. When my boss surprised me and told me that I was giving the presentation in the meeting, I was a fish out of water. All right. It's like I was surprised and unprepared for that situation. All right. So I'm flopping around like a fish out of water. All right. So To be in hot water, that means you're in trouble. There's something bad. To be in a pickle, that's just something tricky, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that you're in trouble, but you could be. And then to be a fish out of water, that means like you're having a difficult time, you're awkwardly trying to deal with something. Looks like somebody posted a question. To be in a pickle idiom. Okay, yeah, that's what we're going over. So they're a little bit to be in a fix, Harminder. It's a fix, to be in a fix. A fix, that's also like to be in a pickle. All right, yeah, exactly. All right, but it's not food related, but sure. All right, so they are slightly different from each other. Right, there are some small, slight differences between these ones. All right, so in a pickle and a fish out of water, both of these are just kind of tricky, difficult situations. Being in hot water, that actually means you're in some kind of trouble. Right? It's very specific, like not very specific, but more specifically, you're actually in some kind of trouble. Between a fish out of water and to be in a pickle, right? So, very slight difference there. A fish out to be a fish out of water means you're having an awkward or difficult time. To be in a pickle also means you're in a tricky situation of some kind. All right, so very nice. Very nice. Let's try some examples. Does anybody have any ideas for some examples? Let's try some out. So to be a fish out of water, right? When my boss surprised me and told me that I was giving the presentation, I was a fish out of water. All right. To be in a pickle, right? I'm in a pickle because I don't actually know how to finish this project, right? So it's like, if I don't finish the project, I'll be in hot water. But I'm not there yet. Right now, I'm just in a pickle because I don't even know how to finish the project. It's not due yet. But the deadline is coming. If I don't meet the deadline, then I'm in hot water. Does that make sense? So, don't let me sound like a fish out of water here. All right. Let's try some of our own sentences. Who wants to give an example? Here we go. Here's Prince. On the first day of college, everyone would be like a fish out of water. Sure. Or even, we're kind of giving a general statement there. So I would just say, on the first day of college, blah, 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 everyone is a fish out of water. Or everyone is like fish out of water. Exactly. The first day of school, the first day of anything, really, you're going to be kind of a fish out of water. All right, I'll have a first day coming up, January 15th. I'm starting my graduate studies. I got accepted into my graduate school program last Saturday, and I'm signing up for my classes. I'll be starting those January 15th, so I got a couple months before I get started with my graduate studies. I'm looking forward to it, actually. I think it's going to be a nice change. I'll still be teaching. I'll still be doing all my normal stuff. I'll just be doing some graduate work, too. All right. When we don't know English, we are like a fish out of water when we visit the USA. Oh, great. Very good. All right, very good. You could also use it in a pickle, right? When we don't know English, we are in a pickle when we visit the USA. All right, absolutely. No English, fish out of water when we... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're in a pickle, we're a fish out of water. And we got some nice examples flying around in the YouTube chat here. Love it. It's especially nice because I can type with all of my fingers and not just my thumbs. I am not a very good thumb typer, I have found. Right? I don't know, I kind of fat thumb it. Right? I hit the wrong buttons all the time. Someone, Prince says on YouTube, can we use 2 times when in that sentence? Is my sentence correct? 2 times. We don't know English. We are like a fish out of water when we visit the U.S. Can we use 2 times when in that sentence? Use what 2 times? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I understand what you mean by that. What do you mean? Use what 2 times? Can we use 2 times when in that sentence? I'm not sure what that means. Whatever. How about you guys over here on Instagram? You want to try your own examples? We've got, oh yeah, when. When we don't know, when we visit. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can use, yeah. That's no problem. Yeah, that's not a problem at all. Yeah, totally fine. You can do that. Do you want to try your own example sentences? We've got some nice ones on YouTube. It's so nice when people are watching on YouTube. Makes things a lot easier for me. Gosh, I wish I could stream on the computer on Instagram too. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. But not today. We've got, oh shoot. We've got 1 more minute of streaming time. There's another live stream basically done. You know, they always go by a lot faster than I imagine. Right? Especially when people are commenting and interacting. Wow. I can't thank you enough for like asking questions, giving your own examples. Whew, man, that helps a lot. A lot. So that's it for today, though. So next week we're going to be doing it same time. All right, so be sure to come. If you have any ESL questions, come on, bring them, ask them. That's the real purpose of the live stream. We also, talk about some kind of topic. That's cool too. No problem with that. I like bringing up the topics, but what I really like the best is when we ask our questions. All right. What do you study at graduate school? What will I study is more like it. What will I study? When we forget our wallet on the date, we are like a fish out of water. Yeah, we're in hot water if we forget our wallet. One's read my comment. What am I studying in graduate school? I'm studying clinical psychology. Right, so I want to become a therapist. Yeah, so a clinical psychologist. So, working in a clinical setting. Some like a drug rehab or some other kind of facility like that, or perhaps a prison. Oh, all right, we'll see. All right, guys, gals, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. And most of all, thank you very much for participating. We will see you next time. And remember, if you need, please do some videos on shadowing. Well, Prince, you just asked me. I'll happily do some more shadowing videos, okay? But it's a big category. You got to let me know what kind of pronunciation problems you're having, all right? So I'll make us some shadowing videos for different types of pronunciation issues. So you just let me know what kind of shadowing video you want, okay? So you can DM me, put it in the private message, whatever, okay? No problem. No, you're welcome. You're welcome, Prince. Okay, tagline, right? Okay, if you need help with your English, you need www.needhelpenglish.com. Education, training, success. We'll see you later. Okay, let's end this bad boy.